People in the world finally waking up to you wicked Amalekites. Without further ado, let's give all glory, praise, and honor to Adonai Yahweh Bashem Shamalak Yahweh Bashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle, the ultimate Muslim, peace, citation, hope for elect, Shalom. And just want to jump straight into this article. Right here it says, pro-Israel teacher hides in Queens High School as radicalized students riot. They want her fired. This is published November 25th, 2023. And it says, hundreds of radicalized kids rampaged through the halls of a Queens high school this week for nearly 2 hours after they discovered a teacher had attended a pro-Israel rally, forcing the terrified educator to hide in a locked office as the teen mob tried to push its way into her classroom. The Post had learned mayhem at Hillcrest High School in Jamaica unfolded shortly after 11 a.m. Monday in what students called a pre-planned protest over the teacher's Facebook profile photos showing her at a pro-Israel rally on the Queens October 9th, holding a poster saying, "I stand with Israel." And quote, the teacher was seen holding a sign of Israel, like supporting it, a senior told the Post this week. A bunch of kids had decided to make a group chat, expose her, talk about it, and then talk about starting a riot. Hundreds of kids flooded into the hallways, ran amok, chanting, jumping, shouting, and waving Palestinian flags or banners. Hundreds of Hillcrest High School students rampaged through the halls Monday to protest against a teacher they discovered had attended a pro-Israel rally. And it says many tried to barge into the teacher's classroom despite school staffers blocking their entry. Everyone was yelling "Free Palestine," the senior said. Everyone was screaming the teacher needs to go, a ninth grader said. They want her fired. School administrators and the NYPD, which responded to the school at about 11:20 a.m., got wind of their plans just in time to rush the teacher into her office and lock the door, another educator said. Students recorded commotion, posting multiple videos, some set to pulsing Arabian music on TikTok. And it says when a protest breaks SIC out because a teacher stands with Israel, a caption on one says. Another reads, Hillcrest High School had a riot because of a health teacher was supporting Israel. Most comments on the video applauded the kids and jeered the teacher, one calling her a cracker-ass bitch. Clips showed a water fountain ripped out in the hallway and shattered tiles in the second floor of the boys' bathroom, which students admitted they vandalized. The NYPD not only sent a couple dozen cops to restore order, but tapped its counterterrorism bureau to investigate a possible threat against the school, according to the city councilman James Gennaro, citing officials. Whether it was one student or multiple students who did it or said something, whatever the trigger was, something happened. And I know for many years on the city council that the counterterrorism task force is not engaged unless they believe it is potentially a serious situation, Gennaro said. Let me see. But yeah, that's pretty much it on that. I know the video mostly, went in depth of what happened and things of that nature. But, other than that, y'all could read the article if y'all want. I'm just going to bring out scriptures on Lord willing, make the stuff to edify and hopeful life. And this favorite scripture I like bringing out when it's coming to dealing with these other nations that they're starting to catch their oppression and starting to go through the hell that our people have been going through for so many years. And it says in Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 7, and the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies, on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Yep. And you're starting to see that with the Amalekites now, because of the whole Israel-Hamas situation. So now you got, Israelis that, like, if anybody that is pretty much pro-Israel, you're starting to see a lot of backlash in the communities against Amalekites and people that are supporting Israel instead of supporting Palestine. So yeah. And that teacher over there talking about she was shaken to her core, claimed she'd been a teacher for over 23 years. And I think in the last 7 years, she tried to, basically support the community by being an advocate for some shit. I'm not sure what it really was, as I said in the video, but one thing I don't get is that how you trying to be an advocate and a support for your community when you motherfuckers are a whole cancer to the community. When it's coming to you Edomites, especially you Amalekites, you fake ass Jewish people that claim that y'all are real Jews, but y'all fake and imposters. Y'all people rip off the system. Here it is, you got nice communities to live in, you got nice decent jobs, and y'all still using EBT cards, you still using certain government assistance that belongs to people who don't got it like that, but they still get away with that shit. And on top of it all, their people are so greedy to the point where they're pretty much they're trying to take all that land in Israel for themselves and trying to, push Palestine further and further into smaller regions of land. And when it's coming to these devils, they like to go as far as, trying to take, resources, from people and trying to set up their little banking scams as well. And that's what the Rothschilds and Rockefellers are famous for doing. So you devils really do got a lot to pay for. And the only reason why she really panicking and she hella scared is because she do shit like this. You see, Jake been going through this shit for many years, Like we used to having, the society being against us. We're used to social injustice. And this bitch had to even hide in a classroom and have the police to try to aid her. And in Lamentations chapter 4, we'll start at verse 21, it says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz," which is talking about America. "The cup shall also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked." Alright. And right now, you drinking a small portion of that cup, And in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to make sure you drink the dregs of that cup, Because right now, you're only just receiving a minute form of the curses that we've been going through as a nation of people for many years, Because our people been going through this pressure ever since that time period when Esau came into power during the time of the Renaissance. Because even when the Greeks and the Romans were ruling, like, it really wasn't as bad, as this captivity. Because at least we knew who we were back then. But this time period, we didn't really knew who we were. And you have it to where these fake ass Amalekites, these 1948ers, trying to claim that they're the chosen people and took away our nationality and made us a no people. And let me bring out Isaiah chapter 47 verse 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O the virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." Right. At one point, it was a very rare thing to try to wage violence and talk, like against an Amalekite, like using hate speech against them, trying to, assault them. That was a rare thing. But now it's like you're starting to see, a rise in that, amid the Israel and Hamas situation. Now it's like you're starting to see that those things are starting to occur, and it's only going to get worse. You see, one thing about these people on this earth, man, even Jake, because, this truth being pushed out all throughout the four corners of the earth, everybody's starting to wake up to you Amalekites, And even the Edomites in Russia, they're not even siding up with you Amalekites. They're against y'all. The scriptures tell you in Ezekiel, I believe it's the 38th chapter or the 36th, if I'm not mistaken, on how the Lord is going to be sanctified in God. We're just talking about Russia. and how he's going to use Russia to go as far as, you know, making war with you Amalekites, you know, and that's future prophecy right there. And it also mentioned about how he's gonna also, how God is also gonna make war with you Americans too, you know. And it says in verse 2, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So yeah, so it's like the world is starting to see your nakedness, and it's like we're really at the end of this empire, you know. So it's like, you Edomites, man, you don't really understand. You know, if you're already catching the hell right now, can you imagine what's gonna happen in the kingdom of heaven? That's why brothers always say to the spirit, like, y'all better really enjoy your kingdom, man. You better max out your credit cards. You better go have fun, you know, enjoy and live it up the best way you can on this side. There's definitely going to be a lot of mayhem going down before this kingdom, you know, comes to an end, and before Yahushua comes back and set up his kingdom. But once our kingdom is set up, man, you Edomites, especially you Amalekites, man, you're going to have to do a continuous employment. So yeah, that's pretty much it on that. And with that, I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Adonai Yahweh, Bashem, Shamalak, Yavashah, Bashem, Kakadash, the honest apostle, Elsbe, Millstone, peace, salutation, the hopeful elect, Shalom.